Shut the fuck up, Jay. Shut your fucking mouth. I'm gonna put my size 12 in it.
What's up, everyone? This is Stephanie here with Infernal TV, and I'm here right now with Brutality. So what can you tell us about the writing of the new album? I mean, did you go a different direction, or is it same, just, you know, the classic Brutality that we all know?
It's the same, but not like all of our albums at all. Each album has its own little feel and different style. So, but we always stick to our formula of what everybody likes and what we like to play and like to do. So it's pretty much the same, but it's going to be different, and just like all the other albums.
Same but different. It's like
That is so specific.
I mean, compared to all the other Brutality albums, I think it's going to be a little. It's not going to be tech. We're never going to be like a tech band, but we're trying to do a little bit more of that. You know, like, it's still going to have the classic groove that everybody loves about Brutality, but it's gonna knock your socks off right off and into the floor.
We've always had like different guitar players on the album, so it kind of like helped us write music that was still in our vein, but it sounded different than the last album. I mean, we're lucky we haven't done 13 regurgitation. I got it right the first time. Regurgitation, albums, where
Right.
It's just the same shit over and over again,
Right.
So we're only on number 5, so been in it for almost 30 years together, off and on through 30 years. It's like when we get together, it's kind of
You
happens.
said about the other albums before, you got new members. You always have new members. Like you got me and Ronnie coming in on this new one. So our flavors coming to the table,
Right.
along with
So that's gonna make it
their style. It's already what it
Even
is.
more,
Right.
So make it more unique, I think, the next album.
When I was listening to, before the interview, when I was listening to some of your older material, like Screams of Anguish, until, some of your newer material, I've noticed that I feel you've gotten a lot more aggressive with each album. Now, I know that Jason over here mentioned that you are kind of moving into a more technical direction, but, I mean, do you still, or do you agree, do you feel like there is more aggression with each album, that you just, go balls deep into your music, or what do you think?
I think when we were younger, we were angry, but we didn't know what we were angry about. And now we're older and we're more angry.
Perfect.
And now we know what we're angry about.
Perfect.
So it's
Concentrated anger, man.
It's pretty much,
It's fuel.
organized chaos.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. I mean, the thing is like I said before, we write what we like and what we listen to when we were back in the day and everything, and that's just what we do. Like I said, there's no real formula. We just kind of write stuff that we like, and like I said, do different things to make things sound a little bit different, and just do our thing.
Alrighty, cool. Now let's talk about some of the newer guys in the band. What's it been like in Brutality? Having fun?
Yeah, awesome. They're all really cool guys, treat me like family, and love playing the tunes, older tunes. They're legends. I've known them for years. So for me to be able to join up with them was an honor.
Yeah,
The new album coming out? Oh, yeah, no. We're going to be, I'll be writing on them. We'll be all collaborating and stuff, so should be fun.
5 of us on that album.
Hell yeah. So do you feel like you're bringing anything new to the table drum-wise, or will it just be the straight up, kind of how people expect Brutality drums to sound?
Pretty much how they expect them to be. I want to kind of keep it the way they already had it. I don't want to try to put too much flash in it and try to do anything that's wasn't there before. So I'm going to keep it to the roots of what they had before. So yeah.
It's like being in this band is a fucking honor. The musicianship in this band, the level of musicianship is professional, like utmost professional level. And, me and Ronnie coming in and us being able to do what they created before, so knowing that whatever we're going to create together ahead is going to be just diabolically destructive, I think.
The label, anything going on with Ceremonial Records?
Use that as our platform and for Brutality. I mean, we helped Coridia out and we put out a murder suicide CD a couple of years ago, but we're just focused on that with us and our releases for right now. We have hookups with different distributors, so putting it out ourselves has just been more convenient than having a record label. Do how we wanted to do it, and like we own all of our music now, so we've been able to re-release all of our albums on CD, on vinyl, on tape, so no record label ever did that for us.
Yeah, we also just bought like a private jet, and we're all taking pilot lessons. So we're next level shit.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, I was saying watch out. Like for us, we have our own jet.
Let's talk about all your shows right now that are confirmed. Let's talk about Louisville Death Fest and Mass Destruction. So, are you excited?
Louisville Death Fest is going to be pretty cool. We're headlining the second day of the festival, which, I mean, in my opinion, is headlining the festival.
Yeah. Here's about the first headliner. I'm joking.
No, who's that? How do you say that fucking name?
Mystium.
Noctium. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get there because it's a long drive, but if we get there the first night, we'll go check them out. But I mean, it's Brutality's name has never died, and so even when people want to see us, and there's probably people that are gonna be at this festival that's waited 20 years to see Brutality. And
23 years.
Or 23 years, like the
Or
guy.
maybe even 24.
Or
I mean, fuck it.
Yeah, or 25.
Yeah, I mean, let's just go.
But it's gonna be cool, man. I think we're gonna go up to Louisville and we're gonna fucking destroy everybody's face, and it's gonna be fun times. It's at the Vinyl. This place called the Vinyl. It's in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's gonna be cool. Yeah, fucking right.
That's gonna be a good show. A lot
Yeah.
of Florida bands.
A lot of old school good
just
bands.
in general.
man.
Yeah.
A lot of good bands in that.
Yeah, but it's a lot of good Florida.
There's some good Florida ones. There's no doubt.
Oh yeah, dude. And then, what do you have going on here in Tampa? Anything you can tell us, or?
Well, I know that we're going to be doing Metal for the Military this year on September 2nd, and I believe that's at the Crowbar, I believe. So,
It is,
but
yeah.
that's all we know right now.
Well, let's continue the Tampa thing, and let's just talk about the Tampa scene. So,
The difference between other scenes in the Florida scene is that people in Florida take it as a way of life because that's what it is. A lot of other places you see people being a part of the scene because it's the thing to do or it's what's going on in their city, but like quite literally Tampa's built that from real people that were like, no man, music is really and that's why the bands have been so good that came out of Tampa, because they're fucking in it. They're like, this is it, they're doing it as hard as they can. That's what I think makes Tampa different, like it's dedication.
oh yeah, dude. And then now,
But the same.
It's different, but at the time, it's also the
Because
same.
It is really, because I mean, it's all death metal, but every one of the fucking bands have different, and they got their own sound. Atheist, Morbid Angel, Obituary, Deicide, they've all got their own sound, but it's all fucking death.
Yeah, people from, a band, some punk rockers are there, some of the hardcore crew, maybe doom bands. Like, we don't give a fuck, everybody just hangs out. You'll find us hanging out at a punk rock show or something, and then like Fresh Flesh Reaper or Generic Christ for that matter. Two very good fucking Tampa bands as well.
over there.
Oh yeah.
Killing Addiction that are back have always been fucking great. Druid Lord is fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Ulcer.
Yeah, Ulcer. They've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
There's-
Mitch has been around
there's
forever.
Lots of good local talent, and then of course Obituary and Deicide.
Deicide, right. Morbid
yeah.
Angel.
Amon.
Nocturnus.
Yeah, Nocturnus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
dude.
there's just a shit ton of bands from Florida that are kicking. Monstrosity.
Hell yeah, dude. And now, well, let's go back to Brutality. You've been around for 30 years. So,
Fuck.
yeah.
I'm only 31, so
You're an old baby.
I was a year old when this motherfucker right here and whoever else started the original lineup.
It was, 86, you were a year old in
Yep,
86?
I'm born in
Damn.
85, brother. That's right, that's why I call you
Makes
Papa.
me real.
All right.
That's totally
So other than their new talents right over here, let's just talk about, I mean, generally, I guess looking back to when Brutality formed to now, I mean, I guess just what can you say?
We've changed a lot. We've changed a lot because I mean, when we first started, we were more like a thrashy kind of punky band. Because when we started, there really was no death metal. You know what I mean? There was a couple of bands here and there that were kind of death metal, but I mean, for the most part, it was all speed metal, thrash, metal. You know, there was no genres back then, and we just evolved over time to become what we were. But when we first started out, we fucking sucked. And we gradually got better and better. We weeded out the pieces of shit that were no good and got guys in that needed to do the shit that we were all doing. And that's how it happened. I mean, getting Jay in.
Occasionally, at times, we've sucked a little bit again.
Yeah, of course.
And then,
There's little sprinkles of suckiness in there in between. But for the most part, you know, we've always been a solid group. Even when, you know, Jay was gone, we got in the guitar player, that guy fit in, and he gone. You know, we were able to bring in different ideas and shit to what we do, and it's just, you know, it's just cool to have been in the scene and all that stuff with all those other bands from back in the day.
Thank you so much for watching the interview. Brutality obviously has a lot of amazing stuff going on, have a new album, playing a couple awesome festivals, playing in Tampa, and I'm sure that we'll be seeing them a lot more next year. So thank you for watching. Stay metal, everyone.
The same but different.